Esto va a estar más fácil de lo que esperaba, ¿eh?
You're gonna have to do it better than that, pal.
Acabemos con esto.
Let's go.
So as you can see, Nate does look fairly young here, and that is because this is the youngest iteration of the adult Nathan Drake that we're ever going to see, because this takes place before all other Uncharted games, which is really, really cool. I really do enjoy that. I love the like sort of throwbacks or how everything began kind of thing, which is cool because Uncharted 4 is an ending, so it's kind of nice to show the beginning as well, which kind of makes it full circle. And that's why, like I said earlier, this game stands on its own when it comes to story, so you can understand where it comes from and where it ends. Although, does it end? I'm kind of interested to find out if this is truly the end. As much as I don't want it to be the end, because Uncharted is just one of my favourite series of all time, I suppose it is ending, isn't it? Because it's just the way it is. Naughty Dog will move on, but thankfully, we do get a taste of something later on that has piqued my interest, so I'll be very curious to talk about that later on, of course. But yeah, when I first saw Nate here, I didn't actually think he was that young. I thought he was young, but I didn't really notice the fact that he was really young. So that kind of threw me off a little bit in terms of the timeline, but when I eventually did realise what was going on, it all made sense.
Te voy a cerrar la bocota, gringo.
Get off of me!
Ya basta.
My turn.
Idiota. Suéltame.
Hey, we weren't fighting, huh? Right, little guy?
Voy a matar, gringo, come mierda.
Hey, give me a call when you're tall enough to ride the rides.
Te voy a sacar a tiras por el culo.
¡Solitaria! ¡Cállalo!
Te voy a estar esperando aquí, ¿eh?
Abre.
Come on. How long am I supposed to be in here? Huh? Where's the toilet?
You looking at it? Have fun.
I will. Gracias.
Get up.
Man, I was having a great dream, too. Hey. All right, easy. All right, cálmate.
Chapter 2, Infernal Place.
Hey, any chance I can take a shower?
Cállate.
Morning, boys. Or is it the evening? It's hard to tell down here.
Oye, idiota. Get up the stairs. Viene saliendo un prisionero. Abran la reja.
Hey, nice to see you. Humid.
Welcome to Panama.
Hey, gringo. Vi lo que hiciste a Gustavo. Tengo un cuchillo que tiene tu nombre, amigo. Te lo mostraré cuando regreses.
Déjanoslo a nosotros. Nos encargamos de él.
¡Muévanse! ¡Quítense, cabrones!
Hey, tranquilízate.
Looks like you have some fans.
Yeah, my adoring public.
Abre la reja.
¿A dónde lo llevas?
Es una sorpresa.
Diviértete.
I do speak a little Spanish, you know. Wait, what did you say?
You'll find out soon enough.
Now, unfortunately, I do not speak a lick of Spanish. I do know a few people who do, woo, but unfortunately, I don't. So, I have absolutely no clue what these people are saying here. I would like to see a translation for this one day, perhaps. But to be honest, I kind of like not knowing, you know? It kind of really does build up the suspense. If you do speak Spanish, though, I'm sure you can kind of get a little bit of an idea what's going on here. But with me, I like the suspense, I like the not knowing. Although I do have a fear of the unknown, which is kind of surprising. Here's a little bit where you actually have to fail before he'll tell you to go the right way, which is very strange. I've always found it weird how you can't just go the right way first and then he'll be like, yeah, that's the right way. You have to like go the wrong way and then he'll say, no, not that way. You have to go the other way.
Not that way.
Oh, alright.
Really strange how they'll do that.
After you.
Yeah, this isn't sketchy at all. Hey, you know, this doesn't look like the warden's office.
Go left.
I wonder what happens if I go right. Will he tell me off? I don't know, let's find out. I've never defied him before.
Your other left?
Yes, sir.
Well, there we go then. At least now I know. And to be honest, I'm not really disappointed.
Through there.
Through there? Can I go left again? Nope, it doesn't seem like anything happens. That's a little bit unfortunate.
Through here?
This seems kind of familiar, does it not? Kind of reminds me of Uncharted 1 just a little bit here.
Here we are.
Alright. Okay, take these cuffs off or what?
I want in.
In?
Whatever you hope to find up there, I want in.
Now, come on, Vargas, the deal was just to get us in and out of here, that's it.
Just? I'm sticking my neck out for you gringos.
Yeah, and Rafe is paying you a lot of money for your trouble.
See? But not nearly enough.
You were told not to open that.
Yes. I was also told not to take bribes, not to bring anyone here, and not to beat on my inmates. But here we are.
All right, just be careful with that. It's 300 years old.
I was a member of Captain Henry Avery's crew. You know who that is?
He was a pirate.
The pirate who pulled off the biggest heist in history and got away with it. I looked him up.
That's great.
Over $400 million worth of gold and jewels, all from one single ship. The Gunsway.
Yeah. I'm familiar with the story. Can you get to the point?
I occupied the highest cell in the Spaniards' prison. Here. I hope someday you will find your way into this infernal place, bear my cross, and discover the riches of paradise.
What? What do you want?
The riches of paradise.
It's a metaphor.
No. You and your friends did not pay to get into this infernal place in search of a metaphor. I want in.
Right. I tell you what. Let me go up there, check out the prison cell. If there's still anything there after 300 years, you can take this up with Rafe. Now, come on. Letter. Por favor.
How you gonna get up there anyways?
Climb. Oh, unless, of course, you want to do it, since you want in and all.
Just don't break your neck.
That's the plan. Hey, did you bring what I asked?
Yeah, eat it just over there, under the work table, by the crates.
Great, thanks.
Now I wonder, how the hell did he, with that physique, get all the way over there? Maybe he has access to different parts of the prison and he can get through different areas? I'm not exactly sure, but we have to go the long way around. Of course we do. But yeah, Uncharted 4 does introduce the grappling hook, and this is where we do get access to said grappling hook. But like I say, why do we only get access to it here? And this is before Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, and also, what's the other one? The Golden Abyss, which I've never played. Very unfortunate, but I hear it was a good game, so I'll just take the word of other people on that one. So yeah, we get to use the grappling hook, and then we never get to use it in any of the other games, which, you know, it's just one of those things, I suppose. So who really cares? Not me. Well, a little bit.
There's the prison cell. How do I get up there?
Well, Nate, we're going to use the new Fandangle grappling hook. Boom! Amazing. I love how it lands every single time. Well, not every single time, but I love how it lands 99% of the time. Oh, it's so cool. I'd like to show you a few things as well, but just before we head off into the real game, as it were. You can actually go into the options, go into bonuses, and I believe it's like skins, weapons, render modes, all this stuff. You can go into render modes, and you can change things, like to cell shaded. That looks amazing. All these stuff here. Thief vision, which is a nice little play on eagle vision, which, like I've mentioned before, how, you know, Nathan Drake and Desmond Miles are voiced by the same person, Nolan North. Another connection to the series, eagle vision of Assassin's Creed, thief vision of Batman Arkham City, wasn't it, with Catwoman. Anyway, yes, Thief Vision, Nathan obviously can use Thief Vision to highlight enemies. It's alright, but it does go through the cutscenes, so bad guys do show up as red in cutscenes, which is very weird. And you can access all this other stuff here as well, 8-bit being one of my favourites. I'd just like to mention something real quick, and that is skins. I'm not going to open this because it will reveal some characters, and I don't really want to spoil anything for you, of course. But skins on Uncharted 2 were the best, because you got like Donut Drake, which made Drake really, really fat, and you could just basically change your model in-game to be, I think, anyone you wanted as well. I do believe so. Uncharted 3 you couldn't do that, and Uncharted 4 you can only really change the clothing you wear, which is cool. I do like to be able to change the clothing. However, some cutscenes do sort of rely on the the model of the time, if that makes sense. Like someone might move their shirt or something, and if you are wearing an outfit, then the shirt won't move, it'll stay there. I don't know, it just seems a little bit weird how they didn't incorporate animation with it, but I guess some specific outfits weren't meant to be animated that way, so it does make sense. But yeah, just something I'd like to point out before we actually continue playing. Now, I'll try and interrupt the game as minimal as possible. Alright, so let's get back into the game then, shall we? So this is basically just a tutorial on how to use the grappling hook. That's about it really. I'm sure most people understand the, climbing aspects of the game, because of course this is the 4th game in the Uncharted series, and they probably expected you to have played at least one of the other Uncharted games, but climbing has always been very, very simple. It's never been complicated to do. It's always been very simple and always really, really nice to look at as well. And it's also very fast. It might look a bit slow in some areas, but if you just keep tapping X, it is very, very fast. Especially with the new animation on the fast jump, because in other Uncharted games you could just basically zip across the world, and Nate would just sort of fly everywhere, which did look cool and funny. But Uncharted 4 did add a sort of leap animation, which I guess the other games did have the leap animation, but it didn't seem realistic. It just sort of flew around everywhere, which is cool and funny. I don't know, it did look a bit finicky and a bit glitchy in a sense. So I like how they did actually add in something for you to actually look at. Like, oh yeah, he's actually going really fast there, and that's because he is physically moving like that. So yeah, the animations in Uncharted 4 are absolutely astounding. Really, really good. To be honest, I believe that Uncharted 4 is probably going to be Game of the Year. I think every Uncharted has been Game of the Year. I believe so, if I'm thinking correctly. Every Uncharted, Game of the Year. And that is for a very good reason, because they are fucking amazing. They really are some of the best games of all time. If you've never played Uncharted, I would suggest you stop watching me play it and play the damn games. If you have a PS3 or a PS4, play Uncharted. Any of them. They're all fucking amazing.
This is pretty awesome. Oh man, Sam is missing out. Here we go. Burns' cell. Cell? More like a suite. Okay. Where to begin? All these squiggles and scratches must mean something. Sun and moon. Alchemy symbols for gold and silver. Wait a sec. I saw something like this on the letter. Huh. Well, that's part of the symbol. Ah. There's the other half. Now then. That's more like it. Okay, got a zodiac symbol. Sagittarius. And the Scorpio sign.
I must say, I really do enjoy the whole puzzle solving thing. Although I have to admit, I am terrible at puzzles, and I have a very awful memory as well. So you might think I'd just be able to, like, you know, fly through this no problem, but unfortunately I can't, which is very, very bad. I do believe, though, all we have to do is just sort of access the right stones on the wall, and then everything is fine, I think. So we're going to look for, what was it on the letter? Let's just find out real quick. So on the letter we're looking for, I think it's Sagittarius and whatever the other thing is. So it's sort of like a up arrow and a squiggly M. So if you look for the up arrow first, that's a sort of cross with lines on it, and a squiggly M. Is it that one? I think it's, yeah, it must be 2, right? I think it is the 2. Alright, so X and 2. Now I thought that meant you had to find the X, which is this one here, and then find the 2, which is probably over here somewhere. There's probably a 2. Come on, there's a 2. There's a 2 there. I thought that's what you had to do. No, that's not what you have to do. What you have to do is find 12. Oh my god. I would go through the process of, like, you know, trying to figure it out myself, but yeah, let's just go through it quickly, and it is 12 we're looking for. I'm not exactly sure why. Is it explained?
10 and 2. X and II. Would you look at that? Digna factis recipimus. Guess this is it. All right. Time to head back.
Now, I'd just like to mention real quick that this will not be in 1080p, unfortunately. I would really, really love to show this in 1080p because the graphics, man, the graphics are astounding. They really are, especially in cutscenes and in gameplay as well. I mean, come on, the gameplay looks fantastic. Just walking around, it looks gorgeous. And this is in 720. The reason being, I actually have a fairly old television now, and it can't actually display things in 1080p, which is very unfortunate, but you know, I'm used to it. It's fine. 1080p looks really, really nice, but 720 is, you know, it's still very, very good. By no means is 720 bad, you know. Some people are graphics whores and they will, you know, debate for days about how 1080 is far superior and is basically like comparing diamonds to stones or something. But yeah, it does look a lot better in 1080p, can't deny that, but unfortunately my TV cannot display that, and therefore I cannot record that. Also, my PC is fairly bad, so I don't think I'd actually be able to record in 1080, even if I did have a TV capable of displaying in 1080. So yeah, I do apologise for that, but unfortunately there is no way of doing it unless I stole my parents' TV. I don't really think I want to go through the aggravation of stealing the family's television, and yeah, that could prove pretty bad.
There's Vargas. I want a cut. I want in. I'll give you in.
Oh shit! This is gonna end up in me dying, isn't it? Oh no. I didn't really expect that to be our first death. I thought my first death would be in combat, but no! It's me failing a very simple jump. Oh my god. What absolute douche lord. I suppose you should get used to that grayscale, because we're gonna see it quite frequently. Uncharted 4, they've made it nice and difficult on crushing. Uncharted 3's crushing mode was, to be honest, a lot easier. Uncharted 1's crushing mode was brutal as fuck. It really was hard. Uncharted 2, you know, it had that sort of challenge to it, but Uncharted 3, I think that's the easiest Uncharted game. I'm not exactly sure why. I guess it's the weaponry, but Uncharted 4, here's something that I don't like. No silenced weapons. What the hell is that about? Silenced weapons are like the core of stealth. How are you supposed to do stealth if you can't execute people from long or medium range with a silenced pistol? Come on, guys.